Welcome to Tales from the Caveside, where Lillian and Chris, we bought a cave house and finca on the outskirts of a small Spanish town. Follow us as we learn to renovate and create a home that we will be proud of.
Hello. So, as we explained in our previous video, we have our tourist license number. Yay! We also have a list of things that we have to provide. Most of which we knew, but then there's this new law change in, I don't know if it's just the Comunidad Valenciana or if it's the whole of Spain, but part of what we've got on the list that we didn't know we had to provide is it says on the list that every room has to have a wardrobe. Now obviously we've got a cave and we haven't put wardrobes in there because the rooms are small. So to that end, we haven't finished with building. We've got to do some more, which we'll show you in a minute. We also have to provide, this is a rude word in my life, an iron and an ironing board. I don't own an iron and an ironing board, but I have to provide one for the rental. There's some strange things in there. A list of where the nearest pharmacies are, supermarkets, that sort of thing, medical centres. Okay, not an issue. A first aid kit. Okay, I've got to invest in a first aid kit. It actually specifies in the listing how many rings you have to have on your hob, depending as to how many people are there, that sort of thing. We're well covered with all of that. The things that have caught us out are the wardrobes. Because if you think about the size of, for example, the Nemesis bedroom, the bedroom in at the back on the left that we did most recently, it's small. There's a bed in there and there's going to be a bedside table, but where on earth do I put a wardrobe? So a hoop we're going to jump through, but not a problem. We'll jump through it. I also have to go to the local police station, the Guardia Civil, and go there and then actually put the property on alta. So when you get a contract over here, you are put on the system on alta or baja if you're made unemployed. And it's the same with the caves. Well, the rental property is going to be made live or not live. I have to go and do that, and they will then give me a login for their system, and whenever people come to stay, I have to log into this system and I have to actually register the people that are staying here, the same as you do when you go to a hotel. Okay, fair enough, not a problem. But the list just got a little bit longer than we were anticipating. So we'll show you what shelves we are going to be taking out that currently exist in one of the bedrooms, where we can then potentially put a wardrobe in. And you're just going to have to watch us as we muddle through this. In addition, Chris has just been outside our gate and we have a couple of trees. Down the bottom over there, there's a tree, and there's a couple up here of almonds. A couple of trees, we've got lots of trees. Those particular ones are almond trees. And he's just been to collect some of the almonds off them. We have got to harvest them properly. But if anybody who knows a lot about almonds knows, could you let us know? Have we got two different varieties?
Definitely two different varieties.
Because these are from one tree. You see the sort of a round shape. And these are the longer shape. I know people talk about bitter almonds and sweet almonds.
I think these ones are the bitter almonds.
Okay.
Because they're a different shape.
Yeah.
But the petals are a similar colour.
Yes.
And the bitter ones are really white, aren't they?
Yes.
And the other ones, the sweeter ones, are pinky,
yeah,
more red in varying degrees. But they're definitely two different varieties. But the tree that these came off is really spindly and nothing-y. So maybe that's got something to do with it too. They're young trees.
Maybe, don't know.
Yeah, our resident almond expert will just get a taste test.
Yes, he's waiting.
And he's not having.
No, he's not. Okay, turns out, no need for somebody to let us know.
My taste buds have.
He just cracked one of those and ate it. It was fine. He's just cracked one of those. Look at this, look at his face.
Oh, crikey. Try it.
Don't poison me.
No, I'm not going to poison you. I want you to try it. And so, other than the bitter, what does it taste of?
Oh.
Bitter.
Oh, bitter. Oh.
Yeah.
It really tastes of marzipan, though.
Exactly. They're the marzipan ones.
Oh.
Crikey.
I only took a tiny bit off it. That's like the bitter of the skin of a lemon, but almond essence. That is what they make up almond essence out of. Oh my word. Okay, so this is the cave bedroom as we call it. This one. And this is where we're planning to put a wardrobe. So what we need to do is remove this curtain. These furnishings are for around the corner anyway, but take this bed and mattress out to make sure nothing gets dusty. Same with the bedside tables, take everything out. And then Chris is going to take a grinder to these shelves and see if we can remove these two bottom shelves without disturbing anything else. Leave that top one for strength, leave that pillar, and that will be a space that I can put a wardrobe into. This wasn't the plan. We didn't think we'd be doing any more destruction. At least we're good at destruction, and hopefully it's not too big a job. Remember laying this floor? It's a long time ago now.
Yes, it's very echoey in here now.
It is, yes.
And cause the least amount of damage to there, there and there.
Correct.
Okay.
Damage on that side won't cause any intrinsic problems. Damage to this side potentially might.
Yes, because I'm guessing that this goes right up to here.
I would guess so.
Okay. Well, they shelves aren't really useful for a while anyway. They weren't big enough.
No, I know.
So that's not too bad. I would have taken that to begin with then.
Yeah, if we'd done that, we'd have ended up with a door that size. Because I think this pillar is holding this wall up.
This wall?
Yes.
I would say so, because it's over there's the thin bricks.
Yeah, and when we first bought this place, there was more wall where Chris is now, and there was a standard size wooden door.
Yes.
And the ceiling was also this high. You'd have to look back at years ago a video where there was a false ceiling in here, which is why there's those.
The wall came from here to about here.
Yes.
And then there was a door.
Yeah.
And that wall decided it didn't want to be there anymore, it wanted to stay with its door.
Yes, it did. This just seems so wrong, making a mess again.
I know, that's what we've got to do.
I know.
But we've also got a time limit, so it gives us a reason to get a move on.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the tile goes just in under this plaster here.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to remove a little bit of plaster just to make it more level. And as usual, perfect spacing between each tile.
Of course.
Right, I'm ready with the grinder. Got a dust mask. I've just got to get some eye protection. And get that bit cut.
Yes. I've only got one dust mask, so I'm letting him do it. I'll stand out the way.
Right, I've done one side, but it hasn't gone all the way through. I thought it wouldn't. Well, dust has settled. I've got that much, I've done as much as I can underneath.
Okay, yes.
And then I've got to sort of like break it out inside.
Yeah. Put the bucket directly underneath.
It'll be easier, won't it? Okay, we're in a bit of a panic rush, so just want to make some progress. Because we didn't realise all these new rules until we finally got the licence and then was informed of the new rules. So. Cool. That's not in as far as I thought.
Brilliant.
Yes.
It almost needs hitting up to loosen it from the wedge.
Yes. But and you won't be able to see it moving, but I can with my eye.
Okay. Oh, I can see it moving. Do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't want that little hole falling on the newly tiled floor either.
No,
I'm going to catch it.
Yeah, right, let me get on with this out.
Yeah. Nice.
got to take this out. You remember we took all this back to Rock? There's the original PSO plastery stuff that we took off everywhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's got to come out as well, obviously.
That's that one out. Well done.
Yes.
And I've just had a message, haven't I?
Yes, we have.
I've got to go. Out.
Yes, to pick paperwork up.
Yes.
Yes. That's stage 2. And the last one is you've got to go to Gattersville.
Yes.
Correct? And then register.
Yeah.
I guess you've explained that already.
I have. Yeah.
I wonder if you can do that today too.
I will ask. So I'm off to Penoso Town Hall. Wish me luck.
Yes.
And we'll come back to this later. I was about to say later as you made a huge noise. Well, back from town. Good news. Good news. I managed to get our complaints book, our Hojas de Reclamaciones book from the Penoso Town Hall. Thank you very much, Penoso Town Hall. And then I went to the Guardia Civil, and long story short, bit of time, but sorted. We are now legal. Everything that needs to be done has been done. So we are good to go from that point of view. However, as usual with us, all positive, spanner in the works. It is good news, it's really good news, but it's also bad news. My dad has been called for a hip replacement operation. Fantastic, he's been waiting ages for it. It's come through next week. Once he's had it done, he lives on his own because unfortunately my mum passed away a couple of years ago. He's going to need help at home 24 hours. So I'm off to Scotland and I don't know how long for. So we're preparing everything as best we can, so I'm leaving Chris with a list of things to do. And we're just going to have to watch the space as to how it goes. But next week, I'm off to Scotland for an indefinite amount of time. So, what we will do, probably over this weekend, is for next week's video, because I won't be here, we'll sit down and we'll actually list as to how we went about getting our tourist licence. And how the system still is. I don't believe it's changed. Some of the caveats afterwards have changed, but actually how you go about it stays the same. So we will do a listing there so that anybody's interested in how to get a tourist licence. This is what we did, and this is how we achieved it.
Yes, and also remember to put in the things you was told by Mr. Policeman about if you don't do certain things. Ka-ching!
Absolutely. And yes, we will put in and let you know what the multas, the fines are for doing it wrong.
Or not doing it at all.
Or not doing it at all. Mm-hmm. Here we go again. We're going to be making lime for the repairs that we've got to do in the caves. It's been a while. There's a song there.
Yes.
So just up there we have a collection of white sand that we use, and Chris is unpacking it because we had to cover it over because the dogs thought it was wonderful to dig in to get the sand. And let's see how we get on with this.
This is turning into a mission trying to clean this sand up.
Yes, it is. There's bits of wood, there's bits of leaf,
All sorts.
all sorts.
And yeah, we did have it covered. And then the cover got wrecked, so we covered it up again, and the cover got wrecked, and the covered it up again, and the cover got wrecked again. Yeah. That's the problem with having diggy dogs.
And weather. The
Yes.
tarp got torn in the rain and all sorts.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we're about there.
I think so.
Right. Let's get some lime mixed.
Here we go again. Got a nice sticky mix. I'll get this patched up. This takes me back so much.
I know, we do want to be doing this. Okay, right, let's see how it goes. Right, I'm back from doing that other little job I had to do. How's it going?
Good.
Okay.
Good. So I'm out of practice.
Well, it has been a while.
I know. It's that same song again.
I know.
Don't you go and get all giddy about this room that's it all done and it's just down to me with the painting on that bit. We've still got vents to put in the back wall.
Yes, because it's a brick built wall and it looks like there's damp being held behind it. Yeah, okay. We'll do that once we've done the chimney breast. Now that's been sponged. Obviously Lillian's tried to make it as dodgy as the rest of it was. That's looking good. She's just doing the fireplace now. Got to get rid of all this and then get the floor cleaned up. So let's see how she's getting on. Okay, so you do things and you have good intentions and you regret doing it afterwards. Anyway, we've fixed it.
So this is where we started taking the plaster off because we were going to do it like the same way as the rock one, the other fireplace over there. Got a quarter of the way through maybe halfway through taking a plaster off and changed our minds.
Yes.
Because the rocks were going to be too big. It was going to make this too big.
Yes.
But it was going to eat into that space for the log burner to go into. So we've reinstated the plaster.
Yes. That's all right. We know how to do things.
We do.
So we'll wait till this is all done and then get cleaned up again. Next I need to work out a way of blocking this chimney up where we've got the fire here so that all the heat from the fire doesn't go straight up the chimney, it comes out. That's got to be done. And I've got to do the same on the other side.
So I've just finished sponging down and I'm now blessing Chris with tidying up. Division of labour.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not so good at doing that, and you can do it, so it's only right, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
That's come out solid, brilliant. Just needs a quick wipe down and then painting. So that's awesome. A little bit of top up painting there. Next, we're going to be doing the vents in this back wall. We're going to do one at the bottom because this is a brick wall. So we're going to put one down there and then we're going to put two on the top. So right, we'll get the measure done for the middle one at the bottom. Get that done. And then use that as a tester because if it goes wrong, it's behind the bed.
I like the way you think.
Yes. So I've worked out where the middle is. And I'm knocked down here and it's quite solid. So I want to find the hollow part. So I'll do it around here. Just put a little X so I know the height I want to go to. Next, this. Now, these are designed to go through a wall, and this is supposed to be on that side and attached and then clicked into place. Well, we don't have that option here. So, I'm going to use this as the template, draw around this, get the grinder out, make a bit more mess, cut it out, and then just put the vent front on.
Yeah.
And it'll just fit in nicely. A little bit of probably yeso actually, just to hold it in place.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I'm gonna need your expert eyes. And find the middle again and then we'll get it levelled.
There we go. Marked it. Ventilation.
Yes, I actually marked a little bit more. Well, hopefully that'll cover it anyway.
And that's what's going to be going on there.
Yes. Alright, I'll let it just settle a little bit. That's it cut out. The grinder disc isn't very deep, so I'm hoping whatever this wall's made of, is also equally not very deep. So we'll see. Alright, we'll see how this does. As I said, I'm not sure if the blade's gone all the way through the bricks. I'm hoping so. That's loud. Luckily, these are the hollow bricks and they're actually quite thin. Turns out, at least from this point, this room could have been another 1 one tile deeper. That way.
Okay.
But obviously we couldn't have taken it down because the electricity cable and everything wouldn't have been long enough.
Yeah.
But we'll see what's behind it and open it up more.
Right. Oh, it's made.
Yes. And you can see where they dug it out
Yep.
in places.
Okay.
We thought this was literally against where we discovered we moved other bits.
Yes, we thought there was maybe 2 or 3 inches or something, not
Oh,
another.
wow. It depends what else is there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Never mind. It is what it is.
It is.
It's a nice flat wall. We'll get the vents in, and then any moisture that is in the ground, instead of being trapped behind this wall, can come out.
Yep. Test fit. That's what it's going to look like.
If I let go and fall out.
Right, so while Chris is cutting holes in walls in there, I've had 2 more packages delivered this morning. So I'm just going to open these up. I think I know what they are. Oh yeah. It's a luggage rack. Don't remember what that is. I've lost track now with all the stuff that I've ordered. But I'll open one of these and we'll see what it's like. Okay, it is what I thought. I've got to make it. What I'm going to end up with, there we go, is that for putting suitcases on in the corner of a room. Gotta love these instructions. Look, you need 2mm people.
Okay, so I've come outside from grinding, I finished grinding, but wearing the goggles, I can't see out of them now. I'm that hot, I just can't see out, so I'm having 10 minutes of fresh air.
Yep.
So, what are you up to?
I'm going to construct this first one.
Okay.
And we've made the decision I'm going to use wood glue on it. We're definitely going to keep this one. If I don't like it, I can send the other one back unopened.
Yes.
Belt and braces in all these joints.
Yep.
I'm going to glue them in.
Good idea. So, I've just got Lillian to come and have a look at the state of this. Now the dust has gone down. She's halfway through building her, whatever it is, thing.
Luggage rack.
Yeah. So, the brick down there was dry,
Yes.
which is great. The bricks up here are wet.
So they are. Look how dark a colour they are.
Yeah, so all the moisture in the ground that's coming this way, I guess they're quite close to the wall, is just wetting them through.
Yeah.
Or it's travelling along this solid wall, heading downhill. So, knowing what we know now, we'd have removed it. Obviously we didn't, and we're not going to. So, I'm glad we're putting
Air bricks in.
air bricks in, which then should allow the moisture out.
Okay.
Right, the dugout. This side was wet, much more wet, and I'll show you why in a moment. I've dug it out. Yeah, so again, this stuff should be banned by people, or for people that don't know what they're doing with it. It is absolutely sodden, and I know there's more, and I can't get to it. Look how thick that is, and it's just wet. It's like a flipping sponge. I'm trying not to swear. It's like a sponge. So, right. So when they put this wall up, they didn't bother removing all the rotten yeso, which is probably the reason for putting the wall up in the first place, other than wanting it square. Crikey. We're going to have a discussion, and it isn't getting taken down this year. However, it may have to later on. We'll see. We'll have a discussion and see how these vents work. If the vents work, it's staying. If the vents don't work, more work for us. Luckily, it should only take a week to take it all down, take it out, lime it, cut those tiles out, which would be a real shame, but we'd have to get them up, we've got more, and then just finish it off again. Don't want to do it. Absolutely devastated, but this is the way it is.
I've done it. It's a luggage rack. Folds up to go out of the way. In use if you need it. Now I actually bought 2 of these before I knew that we were going to have wardrobes in the bedrooms. So I've only built one. I'm going to send the other one back because I don't know how much space I'm going to have. The wardrobes arrived.
Yeah, it's like for a doll's house.
It's 1.5 meters by 60 by 50. It's the smallest size I could get. I've bought one as a tester to see where it'll fit in all the different rooms, and then I can judge what size I can get bigger ones for the rooms that have perhaps got more space. I don't know. So I've got a doll's house wardrobe.
Okay. So
following the rules and regs, they didn't specify what sort of wardrobe I had to have. Just I had to have a wardrobe.
Yes.
There you go. Got a wardrobe.
Yes.
I'll leave it like that in the box in the corner.
yes, it's like we've got to provide a TV. Doesn't say anywhere that it's got to work.
Good point, well made. The room actually looks bigger with those holes. What's that all about?
I don't know. It's big as well out there.
Well, there is that too.
Let's see if we get this one open as well. Finally. Right, I've left the backing on. Oh, and it fits in with the backing as well, actually.
Nice.
So we could do it with the backing as well. And then that'll look better.
Yeah.
Because then we won't have a big movement.
Yeah, that looks good. So that's what it's going to look like, minus a dog.
Yes. That's a bit crooked. I don't know if it is crooked or not, actually. I think it might be an optical illusion because the wall is a bit diagonal.
Yes.
Okay, right, I'll get some silicone then.
Yeah.
And just do 4 corners. And then we can remove it if we need to when we decide what's going on this wall.
Yeah.
I'm thinking myself is cut the wall to about here, all the way along, and have fence there. That means that we don't have to take up some of these tiles on this floor.
Yes.
Don't have to mess about. It gives something for the bed to go against.
Yeah.
And we have vents coming up
That works.
to allow air circulation.
Yeah.
And it's literally just this bit of wall and where the electricity tubage goes, which is around here. Get that fixed to the wall.
Yes.
And then we'll have to remove this at some point and just finish it, refinish it again.
Yeah.
But let's get this winter out of the way. Let's see what it's like now we've put these in.
Yes.
If it works now we put these in, we're not going to do it.
For sure.
Because it's just that.
Really good description.
Yes. Silicon in. It's a cheap and nasty silicon. You wouldn't want to use it for your bathroom or shower, but for doing this job,
Hang on.
it'll do. Especially since it might have to come down again anyway. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
It might just cure the problem.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Yes.
My friend down the way has done something very similar over a wall that she had a problem with. She's put vents in it.
Has it fixed it?
It has fixed it.
That's alright. Did she have loads and loads of yacer behind the fourth wall?
Yes.
Well, if this sorts a problem, that'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Because we have had damp patches coming through and it's staying in the line. Well, it's not, yes, it is staying in the line, but it's also leaving like damp patches like we've got in a couple of other places, and it just looks awful.
Yes. You're not allowed in here either.
What are you doing in here? You know you're not allowed in here. But Freya came in. Right, come on mate, we've got to go out because it's naughty being in here.
Doggies are not allowed in the caves anymore. You know you love it in here. Come on, let's go out.
Yes.
Outside, garden.
Over.
No, the garden's not that way. Come on.
Good boy. Right, I'll set this fan back up, get the air circulating again.
Yes.
You're teaching in about 2 hours, so there's no point in starting painting.
No.
Thanks for watching Tales from the Cave Side. If you like what we do, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Drop us a like and leave us a comment. See you on the next one.